What's going on, guys? So I just got back from a 3-day trip up to Lake of the Woods, and it was a good trip. We were fishing up in the Kenora area, which is way up on the north end of the lake, and we got to share the ice with Jeff Gustafson, which, if you know Lake of the Woods, you know he's one of the best sticks absolutely on that lake in that region, and it was an absolute blast. We targeted walleyes, perch, crappie, and my favorite species, lake trout. Now, the lake trout fishing was a little bit slow on this trip, but we did manage to catch one nice laker on the first day of the trip, and I'm going to show you that fish right now. Oh, dude, I just pulled it out. Oh no! Ah! Ah! Oh my word! I just pulled it out of the hole.
Really? It was way up there?
No, and then it showed up on the bottom.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. I get some talking with guys.
They all left.
Oh, this feels awesome. It's been so long since it hooked up with the lake trout. Holy.
Yeah, that's been a workout to get that one. Got some meat, eh?
It's got a little meat. I was just trying to get down to him as fast as I can. And like as fast as I could get down like 8 feet, he shot up like 25 feet.
Really?
Like 100 miles an hour. Oh, here he is.
Wow.
Oh yeah, it's a pretty nice one.
Hear it thumping against the ice.
Yeah, I know, it's a big one.
Awesome.
Whoa.
Wow.
Sweet.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Oh, so cool.
That is awesome.
Here, you take them.
Sick. That's a pretty solid fish.
Yeah, man.
There she goes. Sweet. So after grinding it out for about a half a day on those lake trout, we only ended up catching one fish, which was definitely a grind. The bite was really tough. We talked to other guys and they struggled as well. But so what we decided to do in the evening was move up onto some shallower adjacent flats, roughly 25 to 35, 40 foot of water, to chase walleyes and perch. And I'll be the first to admit that, you know, when you're pushing like 35, 40 foot of water, you're getting a little bit deep for catching these fish as far as barotrauma is concerned. But our goal is to collect a few fillets for a fish fry. And when you're on a lake like Lake of the Woods, there are a lot of eater-sized fish. For this little volley, I'm digging into the jig box. Let's do orange. Actually, let's go with the tiger. Little buckshot. This will be great for catching both walleyes and perch. There we go. There we go. I think this could be a decent walleye. That's my guess. My guess is a decent walleye. Perfect. Look at that. That is another eater walleye. Lunched the buckshot spoon. Perfect. Super active. There we go.
Ooh, there's one. That's harder than the last one.
This is a solid fish. Well, this is a good one.
Oh my word! It's really pulling.
Yeah, this is a good fish. And it's really
Rolling like a trouty kind of, hey?
I think so. They made that run, made the trout run.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be my guess.
It is. Pretty sure it's a big trout.
Look at that.
There we go.
There you go.
That's a little different.
You never know what you're gonna cook down here, so that's kind of the fun of doing this.
This is like the first pike we've seen all day.
Yeah.
It's a fatty too. Look at the belly. Chunker.
And we're kind of we're not set up for. We caught a little bit of pike bait this morning, but in the next couple days we'll put start putting some tip ups down.
That'd be fun.
And that's usually what we do, is just throw like one tip up out on one of these humps while we're walleye fishing, and like probably 8 of the 10 biggest pike I've ever had my hands on came out of a hole through the ice on a tip up.
That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah, that's sweet.
That's super sweet.
Fish, isn't it?
Yeah.
Beautiful pike. They're probably more active during the winter than any other time of the year.
Yeah. Happy camper.
So one thing that's super duper important, every time you catch a toothy critter like that, big pike, always make sure you check the line. Oftentimes you'll find that there's little nicks in the line, and if you pull on it hard enough, it'll pop right away, break right off. So very important to check your line after catching pike like that.
A few moments later.
Oh, walleye. Sweet. Waldo. Cool. Eater. On the small end, but it'll be lunch tomorrow. Right? Are we thinking lunch? Oh, Jeff's got one too. Got a little flurry of them coming through.
Yeah.
Little school.
Action City.
You know, this is really sort of a classic wintering spot, and what this is a great big point that sticks out almost all the way off that shoreline. It's almost like a half a mile or a quarter of a mile bar. And where we're positioned at, we're on the end of it, right in the back of my snowmobile, right out here. That's 50 foot of water. Right up on the top of this hump right here, it's about 30, and then it goes shallower as it goes all the way over there. But it's a classic type of spot. You'd find a lot of different species of fish up on Lake of the Woods that'll sort of concentrate throughout the winter. And you'll have everything out here. You'll have pike out here, you'll have some lake trout. In some portions of Lake of the Woods, you'll have perch, walleyes, you'll even catch some intermittently smallmouth bass, whitefish. That's the cool thing when you come up on a trip like this, it's the multi-species deal.
Ooh! Okay, this one. What are you doing?
Was that on?
Yeah. Nice, Jason. Where'd you find him? Smallmouth bass?
Oh, thought I had a big walleye. And one of these guys. I just can't get away from them. I guess warm up for the upcoming season. Well, that's just it. Same little buckshot spoon. And the bass like them too. Yeah, it's not good.
Bad?
Yeah. At least like this time of the year. You can tell like in like the late ice when the light starts getting through and they just start coming off the bottom more and they're more active. Then I think they're eating again and it's probably fine, but they just say that they just burn up so much energy when you fight them that they can.
Later that same evening.
There's a little dinker. Perchy, 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 perchy. Look at it. This is sort of awesome too if you look at this. This is like identical. So you can see the perch here. You know, it's got the bars, sort of dark color. Look at it. Almost exactly the same color. And look at it. It's even got the fin. The little orange fin. I don't know if you can see it. It's starting to get dark, but that is super cool. That is like literally exactly match the hatch. Or in this case, cannibalism. There we go. Yeah. Oh. No, it's not huge, but it could be a big perch. You never know. It's a Waldo. It's a little Waldo. Another perfect eater-sized walleye. Super duper fun, super duper tasty. So as you guys can see, we caught a bunch of eater-sized fish, and it was a lot of fun. There was a lot of action, but I will admit I am a tiny, tiny, tiny bit surprised that we didn't run into any bigger kicker size fish, any like, you know, mid to high 20-inch walleye or anything like that, or even like a big pike. But what are you gonna do? I do know one thing, you cannot complain about fillets. I almost said fillets. I've been spending too much time in Canada lately. Did you know in Canada they say fillets? That's a little different than what I'm used to, but now it's starting to stick. Regardless, I want to thank all you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I would really, really appreciate it if you'd give it a like. It makes a difference. And also, if you want to see more videos like this, hit that little red subscribe button down below. I've got a few more videos from Lake of the Woods coming, so if you hit the subscribe button, you'll probably see those in your feed in the next few days when they come out. So regardless, I want to thank you guys for watching, and until next time, peace out.